Welcome to GEPL Capital's Market Outlook video. I'm Sanket Bendre from Fundamental Research Team. So in this video, we will be discussing about some of the key updates that happened in this week. Furthermore, we will also discuss about the upcoming results season that will be coming for a few of the companies in the Nifty 50. So let me share my screen and we will start the video right away. Okay, so I hope my screen is visible now. Okay, so in this slide, as I mentioned, that we will be discussing some of the key updates in this week. So the first update that the US, this is the latest update. So the US Senate passed the National Defense Authorization Act, that is NDAA, which embeds the US Biosecure Act. The Biosecure Act aims to prohibit federal funding for Chinese biotech companies deemed as biotechnology companies of the concern. Indian CDMO companies are positioned to benefit as a global supply chain seek alternatives. So overall, this is very positive for companies including Biocon as well as other CDMO companies that are focusing on the US market. As US market is planning to prohibit the Chinese biotech companies, which will be a key beneficial for Indian companies that are manufacturing and supplying products in the US. The next key update will be from the defense sector. So the defense ministry has signed approximately 6,370 crore worth of contract with Hindustan Aeronautics Limited for the procurement of 97 Tejas Mk1A fighter jets for the Indian Air Force, which delivers set to begin 2027 to 2028 and completed over the next 6 years. So overall, this is a very positive for the defense company such as HAL. Apart from this, a 30,000 crore of deal was also done with BEL, that is Bharat Electronics Limited. So overall, we are seeing some strength in the defense sector given the signage of deals. Apart from this, in the last 2 days, when the UK Prime Minister, Mr. Keir Starmer, also visited, they also signed certain trade deals, especially for the defense side. So this is another key update or key positive update, I would say, for the defense sector. The next update that happened in the last week was the RBI's MPC meet. So as we all know that RBI's MPC meet has kept the repo rate unchanged at 5.5% for the second consecutive time, citing concerns over tariff uncertainties. So furthermore, they also mentioned that the real GDP growth for this year has been revised upward to 6.8% from the earlier estimate of 6.5%. And the inflation forecast for the fiscal has been revised down to 2.6% from the previous 3.1%. So overall, we are seeing some strength in the overall Indian economy post the GST rate rationalization that happened on 22nd of September. This should further boost the Indian economy. And the MPC meet also concluded with a slight estimate hike of 6.8% from the 6.5% previous estimate. So overall, we are seeing some positivity in the Indian economy as a whole. Furthermore, on Friday, we also saw that the AMFI data for the month of September has also been released. So the month saw a slippage in the inflow in actively managed equity funds on a month-on-month basis by 9%. However, the SIP contribution rose to 29,361 crore in the month of September as compared to 28,265 crore in the month of August. Apart from this, ETFs saw positive inflow with gold ETFs seeing an inflow of 8,363 crore compared to 2,190 crore inflow in the previous month. So overall, we saw some positivity in the SIP as well as the gold contributions ETF on the ETF side. So this was a positive update on the AMFI front. However, the negative side was that the overall inflow in the equity managed mutual funds declined by 9%. So as you all know that quarterly earnings for the second quarter of FY 2026 has been started with TCS reporting their results on Thursday. So companies have started releasing their Q2 FY 2026 result with TCS reporting mixed result for their FY 2026 and key results that we have to watch out for the upcoming week. This includes Axis Bank, Infosys, Tech Mahindra, Wipro, Reliance Industries, Angel One, HDFC Bank, and Ultratech CV. These are some of the companies that are present in the Nifty 50 as a whole, and we should keep an eye on this company, given they can give us a good idea about how the other companies that will be releasing their data in the upcoming post the result update of Nifty 50 companies should give an indicator of how exactly is the market moving. So on the banking sector front, so what should we expect in the banking companies? So the banking companies are expected to post a muted loan growth in Q2 FY 2026 with compressed net interest margin, weak core fee income, and lower treasury gains. The muted loan growth is largely due to the slowdown in corporate and unsecured retail lending, whereas the NIMs have largely bottomed out and should improve in the subsequent quarter. However, the risk is a 25 basis point of rate cut in the month of December could push the recovery further. So overall, this is as expected that banking sector should face some concern in the near term due to the rate cuts that happened in the last few months, which have pushed down the margins as a whole. However, once this is bottomed out, we should see some recovery that should happen from the third to fourth quarter of FY 2026, unless we are seeing a 25 basis point of rate cut in the month of December. The next key sector, hospital sectors. So hospitals are likely to report a healthy growth in revenue and PI. This should be driven by the occupancy coupled with an improved surgical mix. Furthermore, new hospital additions by different healthcare companies should drive the top line growth in the hospital sector. So overall, hospital sector is positive with growth in the occupancy as well as the ARPOB rates. Furthermore, the new hospital addition should drive growth in the longer run. On the IT sector side, the TCS reporting a moderate result, I would say. We should say this has given an indicator like where exactly the company should move. So as TCS mentioned, they are planning to build a 1 gigawatt of data center within India. So we should see some companies. We should also see like companies such as Infosys, which could also move in the same direction. So that will be a key indicator or pointer to watch out for in the upcoming day. So I guess that's all for today. So thank you for watching this video and do like, share, and subscribe GEPL Capital's YouTube channel. Thank you.